Hi, in this particular video, let us focus more on skepticism. We have seen a lot of constructivism, pragmatism, then historical, epistemological perspectives. Now, what about skeptics? The skeptics we all know are very important. Now, who are skeptics basically? When you look at the movie, especially when I'm watching a movie with my father, the first question he says, "ऐसा कुछ होता है जिंदगी में? पुराने जमाने की पिक्चर्स देखो और अब की ज़माने की पिक्चर देखो, उस ज़माने में देखोगे कुछ तो रियलिटी तो होता था, अब तो कोई रियलिटी दिखता ही नहीं है। you know when we are watching especially the commercial cinema, he says that do these songs really exist? So my cousin sister who is there, she questions immediately, पुराने ज़माने भी तो गाने होते थे, तो क्या वो गाने ऐसे ही होते हैं? So there is that debate going on, and we can see how those doubts are raised when they are looking at a television serial. It can be a webinar. Don't ask me about a webinar. Webinars, when I start looking, I said, oh God, is this particular part of the society which is totally neglected when we come to the commercial movies or parallel cinema or even the experimental cinema. Now we will see later on what are the differences, and even documentaries, usually we say that yes, more than the imagination, documentaries depict the reality. However, when I look at webinars, I get a shock of my life. Do these things really exist? For example, Charitraheen, then I was watching Shubhratri, and then I was watching Four Shots on Amazon and Netflix, and I was wondering, oh God, do these things really happen in the society? The answer was yes. I was sitting among some of the ladies, and when they were talking to each other, they said that, नहीं Ramani, ये होता है, ऐसा होता है. So I just keep looking at them because I'm quite naive to those areas, so I don't know much about them. And touchwood, I would not even, I mean, it's another domain of knowledge altogether. And when I see, it's totally with doubt, do these things really occur? The relationship between husband and wife, for me, marriage is very important institution. Now when I see these kind of webinars, I keep doubting, husband are like this, wives are like this, is this what marriage is? Now you see, the same thing if you are reading the book by Simone de Beauvoir, The Second Sex, and when I was reading the chapter which is there in the course for GE students and titled as Married Woman, and I was reading the cases and I thought, do these really take place in the world? Now, those are the things, when you start doubting, you are called as a skeptic. So, here questions the validity of some or all human knowledge. So, the question arises, if I have to gain that knowledge, okay, is it necessary for me to have the experience? Is it necessary for me to see those circumstances or those situations taking place in reality in the society? Number two. Number three, did I hear from somebody? Because usually, I don't like to, I mean, I am not sitting among those people who are talking about those things. So how do I understand them? Or even if you are picking up the book by Mahashweta Devi, especially the breast stories, if you read them, you keep wondering, okay, this particular story on Draupadi, which is there in that particular book, I was amazed at how the police in the police station, when they arrest this lady, called as the Draupadi, and she is, treated in the police station by the police inspector, was quite amazing. And the way she, goes ahead and takes the revenge completely with him, that's a drastic one. Now, if you read it, you are able to understand. Now, when I was reading this particular chapter to the law students, okay, then there was a discussion, and then I asked them, do you really think that these kind of things do happen, or is it just the story that Mahashweta Devi had written? Then they told me, no ma'am, this really had taken up, and these cases, and later on there was a seminar, I think it was a conference which took place on Adivasis, and Adivasis are the women mostly, who come to the metropolitan cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and they are in search of the jobs, and they are appointed as ayas or maid servant. Now, in one of the person who came, I'm forgetting his name, he is again one of the writers who wrote a lot about the tribal culture. And if you pick up his the title, he gifted me his book, and it was, The Man Who Refused to Dance. The title of the book was Who Refused to Dance in Front of the Prime President. Now I just looked, and I said, The Man Who Refused to Dance. He said that yes, you should read it. Then this book, he said, is a banned book. Now in India it is not. However, that book was awarded the Sahitya Academy, and a wonderful book which I really liked it. Now I don't understand, when real stories are there, what is the reason that these books should be banned? Why one cannot, when it really had happened in the society and it was flashed out and those people are aware of it, what's wrong if we read? However, it is not just the story. The book was banned due to the other stories which were present. And if you can grab that book, The Man Who Refused to Dance, in front of the president, you will understand from which angle I'm coming in, and you will see it was the most critical kind of a book for me. However, the skeptics, the doubt that you can raise, you yourself become a skeptic. And so here you will be seeing that we are not referring anybody. For example, even if you have a doubt about something, रनी मैम ये ऐसा होता है इस पिक्चर में जो दिखाया गया है, especially when we looked at the documentary The Perfect Vagina. Now once we saw that particular documentary, we had those doubts, did this really happen or it was fabricated completely? And you will see that it was not a fabricated, because I did a lot of studies on that. I came up with certain things and we saw what was the reality about it. So what does this mean? This means that skeptics, anybody can be a skeptic. So as a theory of knowledge, what can we talk about it? Not referring to a specific school of thought. Here, the moment you watch the movie or the play, or you can say when you're reading a storybook or a novel, you get those doubts. Draupadi, when her Haran was there in front of the entire court, and before Dushasan could drag her, she tells him, see Dushasan, you cannot lay, I cannot show myself because I haven't yet completed with the Ritu Snan. And she goes about, and so we can understand that yes, there are a lot of things are taking place in one way, that yes, we are trying to understand, we are going to gain some kind of a knowledge at that particular time, and we highlight it and come back to the current time or the contemporary time and understand that particular role, okay, and see whether is this the way that you are taking care. Even if you go to Kurukshetra, this place is there where you have a corner at the Brahma Sarovar, and if you are sitting under that particular tree, or you enter into the temple where Draupadi goes and she takes the vow, that she will never tie her hair till the time Bhim or her husband, the other husbands, bring the blood of the Dushasan and give it to her, and she will take bath with that, and she will pour. Her husband should pour the blood of that person on her hair. Then she will go and take care. But try to understand as a woman. If you do not take bath, you do not go for a hair wash, you are just keeping it, you are not combing it. And particularly we all are aware of the fact that Draupadi had curly hair, and for so many years, trust me, she did not comb her hair. So I was just wondering what could be the condition of her hair. And when I went over there and I was sitting, and my first instinct, because I like her character after reading the book Yagdaseni, I was just wondering, is this really happening? Is this really taking place? Kind of a stuff. So you will see that there are so many things that are available to us, and we need to understand the role of the skepticism. So it is more like a thread running and connecting many thoughts together. So one after the other, there is like a weave which is being done, and you start off with one thing and they are being connected together. So here the famous thinkers that you can come up are Socrates, then Pyrrho, Descartes, thoughts, I really like that dictum, and we are all are aware of it. I think, therefore I am. And we can use these things in such a different ways. Foundationalism, logical positivism, and works of Kuhn and Popper in terms of the paradigm shifts. These are all nothing but the skeptic schools. I mean, they are considered to be because the way they raise the questions, and that is the importance of raising the questions before you can turn out to be a skeptic. Now, questioning of the possibility of certainty in knowledge. So, are we really reaching to that level of certainty? That is something that you need to understand. Ideologies of the skeptics, here you can look into it again, and I just give it in the form of the formula, saying that it is denial of the possibility of all knowledge, number one. Number two, suspension of judgment due to lack of the adequate evidences. So I do not have any evidence apart from these temples that yes, she went over there, she took bath in this particular thing. However, do I really have the other kind of evidences? So what are those evidences which are really going to help out? Different kinds of skepticisms are there. For example, local skepticism, global skepticism, radical skepticism, Cartesian skepticism, Agrippine skepticism, and the list goes on. Two forms of this skepticism, there are other varieties of it which we can call it as mitigated and unmitigated skepticism also, and much of work has been done on these two. So apart from this, we have got even strong or strict skepticism, which we can call it as the dogmatics. Okay, so this is how the skepticism can be understood. So let me stop here and let me come up with yet another topic related to skepticism. Till then, thank you.